next video. In today's video I will show you how to send a file from iOS to watchOS. So first things first, like I won't be able to show you the output because I don't have a real device. Like this won't work on simulator, but I'm pretty sure like my code works, but you will just have to test it on a real device. That's the first thing. The second thing is you will have to pair your iOS and watchOS. So if you have a real device, you might already know how to pair a watchOS or iOS, or you can just do a Google search for it. For simulator, like I can show you, but it's of no use. Like if you want to see how to pair your iOS and watchOS, I have already explained it to you in last video, like how to send data, like string data. But if you're still curious, like you can just like create a React Native project, open your iOS folder inside Xcode, and then what you can do, just click on your simulator. So I'll just click on my simulator, manage destination. Inside over here, go to simulators, and here you can click on the plus icon, and here you can select any iPhone. Just click on this paired Apple Watch, click next, select any Apple Watch, and just click create. I already have this, but again, as I told you, I won't be able to show you the output because this won't work on a simulator. So yeah, let's get started. So the idea is that what we will do, while sending data from iOS to watchOS, so we will be sending data from React Native to native iOS to native watchOS. So while sending data from React Native to native iOS, the data will be still in form of string. We will convert it in file on native iOS side. Okay, so let's get started. So this is for new architecture, so obviously you will have to enable the new architecture, and this is iOS specific only. So cd to iOS directory, and then you can do bundle install and an rtc new arc enabled one, and then run this command completely. So this will enable the new architecture for us. Next, we will be making use of this turbo native modules document, so I'll be copying a lot of code from here, so it's better to keep this documentation open. So first what you'll have to create is this folder, rtn my watch connectivity. Inside that, create a file called package.json. Again, I have copy pasted this everything from the docs, only this name has been changed, this has been changed, this has been changed, and this has been changed. Next, I have created a podspec file. Again, I have copied everything from the docs, and only thing changes this name, everything else remains the same. Next, I have created a javascript js folder. Inside that, I have created a typescript file. Again, I have copy pasted everything from docs, only changes this send data. So instead of password, you can send any kind of a data like a json object or json array. Just make sure you stringify that data, and this name has been changed depending on our folder name. So once you create that, you will have to open your terminal and run this at the root of your React Native project. So yarn add /rtn my watch connectivity. Then you will have to do cd ... and then you will have to run this command over here. But here you will have to make sure that you replace rnapp with your project name. So my project name is rnapp over here as well as over here, and this should be your folder name. Once you do that, you will have to cd to your iOS directory and then run this command. So this will do code generation for iOS. Again, this has been copied from docs, so if you are curious, you can check the documentation. Next, to use it, we'll have a look in implementation in just a bit, but I'll want to show you how to use it first. So here you can import watch connectivity, something like this. Then here you can use the use effect hook to listen for events. So we'll be sending file from native iOS to watchOS, right? But once the file has been sent, I'm giving a callback to iOS. Okay, the data has been sent successfully. Or once the app is installed, like the same app is installed on both iOS and watchOS, then also I'm sending a callback to iOS that okay, the same app has been installed on watchOS as well. So that's why we are using this. Okay, then also I'm using some state for receive text, so which you can see over here, react.useState and native event emitter. So I have imported this from the native modules, which you can see over here. Then inside over here, I am just displaying the text once we get a callback, and this is for touchable opacity for for sending the data from React Native to native iOS to watchOS. Now you will have to open the iOS folder inside Xcode, and firstly go to app delegate header file. And like using Swift in this case would be a bad idea. For React Native, I'm trying to speak, like I have already used Swift for Flutter, because Swift is inherently supported by Flutter, like by default. Whereas for React Native, it is in Objective C or Objective C++. That's why we still have to use Objective C. So first you will have to import watch connectivity, and you will have to import event emitter as well. Then you will have to extend WC session delegate. Then we require this session object as well, because we want to access this object inside RTN my watch connectivity. And then here as you can see, I have defined shared instance as well for our app delegate. Next you have to go to appdelegate.mm file, and first I have created this static instance for app delegate, and this is for the shared instance, because this again will be referenced by RTN my watch connectivity file. So I'm just creating an instance for this, and also creating instance for our session. And once that is done, you can see over here I am creating session just to give a callback to iOS that okay, the watch app is installed as well. Next over here session did become like we have to override this method, and here you can see that here you will receive the text from React Native. No, sorry, here won't you will not receive the text here, but here you will receive the actual callback once you send the file. So once we get a callback, I'm sending it back to the React Native side, as you can see over here, and I'm also saying sending a reply handler. So yeah, that's it on this app delegate. Next you will have to create an event emitter file. So just create a header file for this, and this is used for sending data from native iOS to React Native side. Then you will have to create an Objective C file as well. So this here is the entire file for this. Again, this is used for sending data for React Native to from native iOS to React Native. Then you will have to create a header file. Again, I have copy pasted this from docs. Only changes this name, this name, and this name over here, and this name has been changed. Rest everything is copied from doc. Next, create an Objective C file, but make sure you change the extension to .mm, so it is an Objective C++ file, as you can see over here. So I'll show you the extension. So here you can see the extension is .mm. Next, again this has been copied from docs, only name has been changed, copied from docs, only name has been changed. Then here we are overriding our send data method, which we have defined it inside our TypeScript file. Then we get the session from of the app delegate file, and here you can see we are converting it. We are first checking for a file called saved file. If the file does not exist, then we are creating that file and writing data to it. So here you can see I'm writing that password to our file, and if there is no error, then I'm sending the file. So I'm calling this send file method. So here you can see inside send file we are just calling session transfer file. Okay, and now what you have to do is you have to create a watchOS app. For that you just go top, file, new, target, then just select watchOS. Then inside application select app. Here you will have to give your watch name, and here inside you will have to select watch for existing iOS app. Just select your app, click finish. I have already created this called my watch app. So here we will be writing everything in Swift. So first I have created this connectivity file to receive the data. So I have imported watch connectivity, and here as you can see I'm extending NS object, observable object, as well as WC session delegate. Then I have created a @published receive text variable as well, which will actually get all the content which is present inside your file. And here I am initializing our W session, and once we receive a file, we are checking for this particular file name called saved file. If it exists, if it already exists, then remove it. If not, then copy it to our destination URL, get the contents from it, and assign it to our receive text variable. And here inside content view, as you can see I'm just creating object for our connectivity file, and here I'm just like whatever is present inside file I'm displaying it over here. And this is like a normal text, because otherwise you won't know whether your app is running or not. Just a hint to the user. So yeah, that's it. One more thing which I want to tell, like I didn't face this issue with React Native, but you might face this issue in future. So you can go over here. Make sure your deployment target is at least 15. 14 or 15, you might have to figure it out. I have kept it as 15. Go to build phases and you see this embed watch content. If by chance if you're facing any issue, like the build is failing for some reason or the other, make sure you like just drag and drop this my embed watch content to above or below the compiled sources. Like just do an R&D first, move it below compile resource. If still failing, then move it above compile resource. If it's still failing, then there might be some other issue which you have missed. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.